From The Selfish Path to Romance, download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
And right now we're turning to the phones and talking with Mirinda. Mirinda, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Tell me what's going on in your life.
I have a 4-year-old that gets up at like 2 and 3 in the morning and completely destroys the house.
Okay, 4-year-old boy or girl?
Girl.
A girl. When did she first start doing this?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago? This has been going on for 2 years?
Yeah.
What is the frequency? Is it every night?
Just about.
Just about. Can you give me a visual? Do you go to sleep and then what happens? What do you hear?
I'm a very hard sleeper.
Yeah.
So I don't really hear a whole lot. But, like, I'll get up in the morning and she's gotten stuff out of the refrigerator. She's gotten into crayons, markers, everything. And it's all, like, way above her reach. You know what I'm saying?
How does she get it then?
She climbs.
Okay, so she's an adventurous little kid.
Yeah.
Okay, and your nose have not stopped her. Do you have other kids?
Yeah.
How old?
I have a 6-year-old.
Okay, now the 6-year-old can get the markers and can get into the refrigerator just fine.
No, he's not allowed, and he knows that.
Okay. Tell me, what effect has it had on you? Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, what effect has it had on your marriage?
We argue, we fight over it because, I mean, he's just to the point where he's sick of it. And I can't blame him as far as that goes, but you can't just sit there and scream at her.
Okay, so he sits and screams at her. If I were her, your daughter, what would I hear my daddy say to me?
I can't believe you're you keep doing this. We've tried everything. Nothing has worked. I mean, just, why do you keep doing it?
And what does she say?
She just starts crying and says, I don't know.
Okay. Does she do anything harmful? I mean, right now going into the refrigerator to get some snacks or taking markers out and enjoying herself, that doesn't seem like it's real destructive.
Well, she's gotten into everything, cleaning products.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, everything. I mean,
yeah.
we've used blocks, we've used alarms on her door. I mean, everything. And she figured out the alarm on her door, all she has to do is shut it.
Okay, does it feel like you're in a big power struggle with her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is really less of an issue of a kid out of control and can't find stuff, as it seems like it's much more of a parenting approach, that if you have a strong-armed approach, I can't believe you're that bad. Can you imagine someone sitting you down and saying, Miranda, Miranda, right? Miranda, I can't believe that you're that bad. Why are you doing this? You have got to stop. Do you hear me? What goes through your mind?
I'm thinking that I got to stop, and I think it's a lot of the way I was raised.
Okay, so you would stop. Most kids paralyze at that point. When a parent starts yelling at them, they start thinking, you're mean, Daddy's mean, I wish he wouldn't do this, I'm a bad kid. And they start drawing an image of themselves, like instead of painting with the markers, they're painting an image of themselves in their mind. That is not a good image for life. I would recommend you get a book, and if your hubby's willing to do this with you, to read my favorite parenting book, How to Talk So Kids Will Listen, and Listen So Kids Will Talk.
Okay, hold on, let me write that down.
Okay, it's on my website, drkenner.com. If you just go to the website, you'll see that book. You'll see a book, Siblings Without Rivalry. They will give you ways to help understand where your daughter's coming from and to break this cycle of punishment, frustration. And are you the good cop and he's the bad cop? Is that how it divides up, or are you both angry with her?
Well, I mean, we're both angry with her, but, like, if I get up before him, I sit her down and I'm like, look, you have to clean this up. You know, you got into it, you got to clean it up.
And what does she do?
Normally, she'll go to her room and shut the door.
Oh, she doesn't clean it up at all. Who cleans it up?
Me.
Okay, so then you build up a lot of frustration towards your own daughter, and at times you might even say you dislike her intensely.
I never try to tell her that.
But you feel it.
Yeah.
And guess what? She's going to feel it too. So you want to be able, she's so young, you want to be able to change her self-image. And that means you first have to change your image of her. You have to find her doing things properly. You want to encourage her. And there's a whole chapter in the book I mentioned that is named Instead of Punishment. It's not that you're a pushover, but you need the skills to help her become a decent young child that brings you both a lot of pleasure. Thank you so much for your call, Miranda, and give me a call back. Let me know how things go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Dr. Ellen Kenner. We're going to be talking about cyber harassment on the rational basis of happiness.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance by Drs. Kenner and Locke.
Emotions alone are insufficient to make the thousands of decisions and guide all the actions that have to be made over many years in order to sustain a passionate, intimate, romantic relationship. Love can be sustained, but only by an active mental process, the process of thinking. Thinking is conscious and volitional. You must think about and plan what actions are needed to make your relationship with your loved one prosper in both the short and the long run, and then take the requisite action. One executive put it this way: I simply decided to start treating my wife as if she were my most important client. That might not sound overly romantic, but I recognized the way I was wired, and this approach has worked exceptionally well for me. What this individual did was to consciously make his wife important.
You can download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com, and you can buy the book at amazon.com.